Hunter Nemechek is making a comeback to the big leagues of NASCAR. He's sliding into the driver's seat of the number 42 car for Legacy Motor Club next season. And with the team switching to Toyota for 2024, it looks like they've handpicked the perfect guy to be their developmental driver. Racing in the Xfinity Series was sure as heck a stepping stone for Nemechek, but now making it to the Cup Series marks a significant comeback. At 26 years old, he's proven himself time and time again. And we gotta say the guy seems more than ready to make that leap to the next level. Hey, welcome to Upclose Racing. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the bell icon for more NASCAR content. If we dial it back to 2020, you'll find that Nemechek had his first full season in the Cup Series with Front Row Motorsports number 38 team. Now, since then, he's been on a fast track, especially in the Toyota development program. He's had stints with Kyle Busch Motorsports and the Craftsman Truck Series before making the jump to the Xfinity Series with JGR. In the last 3 years, Nemechek's career has soared to new heights. He's notched an impressive 13 out of his 20 National Series victories during this period. With this big move, Nemechek is staying firmly with the Toyota family. Legacy Motor Club had already announced back in May that they'd be switching from Chevrolet to Toyota for the 2024 season. And that aligns perfectly with Nemechek's recent success. Now, John's going to be behind the wheel of that number 42 Chevy, which used to belong to Noah Gragson. But Noah hit the eject button on the team last month while he was on NASCAR's naughty list. That little move opened up a fresh start for Legacy thanks to their owners, Jimmy Johnson and Maury Gallagher. As they gear up for their Toyota adventure, they're going with a new driver. So as they gear up for their Toyota adventure, they're going with a driver that Toyota really likes. Hunter Nemechek is pretty stoked about the whole deal, in his own words. To be able to announce my plans for next season so early and officially say I will be competing full-time in the NASCAR Cup Series relieves a lot of pressure. So if you're wondering who his pit buddies are going to be, well, he's sharing the garage with Eric Jones. Plus, Jimmy Johnson himself is planning to pop in for a few Cup races in 2024. Pretty sweet. So it looks like it's going to be an exciting season for Legacy Motor Club and Nemechek fans. Nemechek's got racing in his blood, you know. He's the son of a NASCAR pro, and he dipped his toes into the Cup Series back in 2020. But to tell you the truth, he felt like it was a bit too soon, so he decided to take a step back and regroup. Before his Cup adventure, Nemechek spent a solid 2 seasons with Kyle Busch Motorsports in the Truck Series. Yeah, that's where he became buddies with Toyota and scored a sweet 7 wins, right? Now this year, he's tearing it up in the Xfinity Series with Joe Gibbs Racing, and he's still repping that Toyota badge. He snagged 5 wins already and is hanging out near the top of the standings. Now with the reserve seat waiting for him in the big leagues of the Cup Series, he's got some pretty big names mentoring him. You got Jimmy Johnson, a legend in the game, of course, and the one and only Richard Petty as his guides. That's impressive. What makes this even more exciting is that Johnson and John Hunter's dad, known as Front Row Joe, were teammates back in the day at Hendrick Motorsports when John was just a wee 5-year-old. Crazy, right? Well, Jimmy couldn't be happier about this new addition to the Legacy MC family. He's all praises for Nemechek on and off the track, and he thinks he's going to be a top-notch ambassador for Legacy MC and its partners. Honestly, John's pretty fired up about making his way back into the big leagues of the Cup Series. He's pretty openly talked about how taking a step back to the Truck Series was a bit of a reality check for him. It turned out to be the smartest move he ever made for himself. And you know what, guys? He's got the results to back it up. Nemechek went back to the Truck Series and did some serious work with KBM. He wasn't just there to fill space. He was in the hunt for wins and even gunning for 2 championships. They were the team to watch week after week, consistently giving the competition a run for their money. So yeah, stepping back in the Truck Series was a bit humbling, but it was like a pit stop on the road to success for Nemechek. Looks like it's paid off big time. Now with him getting ready to slide back into the driver's seat, guess whose spot he's taking? Yeah, that'd be Noah Gragson. And if you were wondering why, let us give you a little refresher. Gragson landed himself in some hot water a while back, and Legacy Motor Club gave him the boot after he liked a not-so-nice post on social media. The club wasn't too thrilled about it and decided to suspend him indefinitely. Gragson even asked to be let out of his contract so he won't be continuing with the team. If we're being honest, Noah has been a big name in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and a familiar face at Legacy Motor Club for a good while now. He's known for his fierce competitiveness and flashy racing style, and he's definitely left his mark on the track. However, to tell the truth, guys, there's been whispers that Legacy was eyeing a replacement for Gragson even before his suspension. And here's why. Despite his 8 wins in the 2022 Xfinity Series, he was still having a tough time in his first full season in the Cup Series and was gunning for NASCAR Rookie of the Year. So his best finish with Legacy this season was 12th in Atlanta, and his average finish was 28.2. In 2022, Gragson had a part-time gig with Kolig Racing in the Cup Series, finishing in the top 5 at Daytona, but with an overall average finish of 23.1. So with all this going on, Nemechek seemed like the perfect fit to take over for Noah at Legacy. But of course, there's some other good reasons behind the old switcheroo too. All right, first off, Nemechek has been steadily climbing the ladder of success in the racing world, and he's shown some serious skills and sheer determination on the racetrack. And this move to Legacy Motor Club could be a defining moment in his racing career. Now in the short term, they've got Mike Rockenfeller in the driver's seat for the next couple of weeks, but the big focus is on Legacy Motor Club's plans for the 2024 season. Gragson's exit was pretty much expected, so there was a golden opportunity on the horizon, and John just happened to land right there in it. Moreover, with Legacy making the switch to Toyota Racing in the upcoming season, it's a win-win situation for everyone involved. You gotta like that. Toyota had its eyes locked on Nemechek and saw him as a Cup Series contender. Sticking him in the Xfinity Series didn't make much sense, especially when he's been nailing it with 5 wins and just 21 starts, including 3 victories in his last 5 races. It's safe to say he's been having one heck of a season with JGR in the Xfinity Series, currently sitting pretty in second place in the standings, and that's some serious performance right there. This move to Legacy MC marks his 3rd team in just 4 years, which tells you a lot about his adaptability and, more importantly, his undeniable talent. He made his debut in the NASCAR Truck Series way back in 2013 when he was just 16 years old and drove the number 22 Toyota Tundra for his family's team. But there was a really cool twist there when he won his first Truck Series race on September 19th, 2015, exactly 16 years after his dad. That's some racing destiny right there, right? He even scored the most popular driver title that year in the series. Now, let's be honest, despite his impressive track record in the NASCAR Xfinity and Truck Series, Nemechek still struggled to lock in a Cup Series contract for a pretty long time. And deep down, we've all been wondering, why? Well, Kyle Busch has the answer. A while ago, he dropped some serious truth bombs about the state of NASCAR these days, and he didn't mince words when he said that it's become more of a money game than a success game. When he was asked about John Hunter's chances of snagging a full-time Cup Series ride, Kyle, he didn't sugarcoat this. He basically said that Nemechek needs around $6 million to secure a spot in a Joe Gibbs Racing Cup car for the next season. That's a pretty hefty sum, and it's a testament to how much sponsorship funding can influence a driver's career in NASCAR these days. Whew. However, as the NASCAR world eagerly awaits the next season, one thing's for sure. John Hunter Nemechek's return to the Cup Series is shaping up to be a major highlight on the racing calendar. So, how do you think his presence will impact the 2024 season? Drop some thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch the next one that will pop up right there on your screen. Hit the subscribe button, come on, and stay in the loop with all things NASCAR.